Hi, everybody. My name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto, and my carbs that are always total are very, very low today. And yes, I am the boring and consistent one. I've been in maintenance for over 2 years, maybe three, and so I just keep doing what I did. The only thing that gets tweaked are my foods, but I still weigh, measure, track, and shop with a critical eye, looking for the best wholesome foods and tweaking chemically things that may have eked into my food plan. I'm not sure if I have any right now. I don't think I do. But aiming for organic or, grass-fed, stuff like that. Never getting upset if I'm having food lot beef. It just happens sometimes. Not all cuts are available, but my grass-fed is usually in the burger department for sure. Anyway, and my pork chops the last 2 weeks that I got at Whole Food, which are raised responsibly and sustainably and all that good stuff. Oh, yeah, you're boring. Yeah, I am. So anyway, I was just watching an older video. In fact, it's probably about 16, 17 months old. And the man was talking about dieter's prison. And for some reason, I guess I'm lucky. I consider myself fortunate. I don't consider my keto simple plan as a dieter's prison. I find that the simple ingredients, the rotation of the same old, gives me a freedom that all the foods in the world that I wanted, like when I was doing Weight Watchers, provided me, or all the foods in the world that I was eating before any food plan provided. And so I don't find my keto food plan that is simple and basic as a prison at all. I find it a freedom to get on with the rest of my life and enjoy other things. Continuing to watch keto and carnivore type videos. Also, my other guilty pleasures that I watch on TV. I like all things Alaskan. Those are my favorite shows. I wait for Greg to come home. But things like that. I keep it nice and simple. I love shopping and turning over things and reading labels and just seeing what's out there in the world. I'm very happy that Prime or Amazon and Whole Foods are now united, because I find that, I can get my couple of meats for the week there, and they're nicely raised, organic, grass-fed, blah, blah, and at a substantial saving. So I'm very happy with that. So anyway, the dieter's prison is not something that I feel with keto. I feel totally satiated and happy and very, very grateful that I've been on maintenance and that I'm not pulled out. I don't like to see other people pulled out of their kind of disciplined or structured program because the temptations were just too much for them. It makes me sad, and they must feel that they're getting out of the shackles of their food plan, but none of them come back on the wings of victory and say, hey, it worked. Nothing happened. I didn't suffer any digestive issues. My brain isn't lit up saying, more, get me more of that sugar. None of that stuff is happening. They do suffer the hangovers, the withdrawals, the tough to get back. For some people, it's tough to get back. And I've always felt with other substances as well, like cigarettes and alcohol, as well as food, is that if you have one day of a slip up, not that I'm promoting it, it's much easier to get right back on track. You start adding up those days to 1, 2, 3, 4 days, and you could be in trouble. And it could be very hard to get on back. And, I've also said that having this channel makes me responsible right out of the gate, because I don't want to come back and say, hey, I really screwed up. That's not a fun place to be, to admit to an audience of people that might say, hey, if she can do it, I certainly can. And so I don't know. It's gotten easy for me. It's like freedom. I don't feel that I'm in prison ever I felt that I was in prison when I was doing other programs and still trying to cut corners or get away with something or game the little system. And I don't feel that way now. I feel quite content and satiated, which are two places that I love to be, content and satiated. So today it is a little bit of a breakout. I bought with that with that Whole Foods and Amazon, their organic chickens, their whole chickens were on sale. So I bought a cute little one for under 3.5 pounds for like $7, and very cute. And I cooked it yesterday in my Martha Stewart enameled crock, think Le Creuset, and I cooked it and I browned it, and I took chicken breast, skin and all, and I did this with it, the fork thing to make it into the chicken for, it's a salad, and it's, could have been a Cobb, but it's not, but it's kind of, and so I need some more baby butter lettuce from Olivia's, so I've got to be on that quest this morning. So I'm having that on a bed of that, and I'm having 4 ounces of the, why can't I think of that word that you do with the 4 ounces of chicken breast, which is not on my food plan ever, really. And Greg will have the leg thigh section. And then I'm having 60 grams of Good Culture cottage cheese, 3 tablespoons of oil, so 1.5 macadamia, 1.5 evu, 20 grams of chopped up bacon, and 2 Pete and Jerry's jumbo hard-boiled eggs. So I'm having that nice little plate. It's on my glass plate. It's going to be a pretty presentation. And I'm having that today, and I'm looking very, very forward to it. So it's very much like a Cobb salad. I'm having cottage cheese instead of like an avocado or blue cheese with it. And I'm happy. And these are the macros for it. And I like them. They work. So my calories are 1,324, almost 1,234, 1,324 calories. My protein is 59.1. My carbs are 3.8, nice and low. I do the total. That's from just about a little bit of the cottage cheese and the 50 grams of lettuce. And my fat is 122. Nope. Yeah. Wait a second. Hold on. Yeah, 122. And so that will sustain me nicely. We eat between 2:30 and 3:30. And Monday through Friday, and we even eat earlier on Saturday and Sunday. And so I will have that little meal. It's kind of fun, and maybe I'll make some chicken broth. I'm not sure, but I'll have that. Greg will have his bottom half. I'll have the top half, and I plan that again for 2 days from now, that same sort of satiating salad with some high fat, some good oils, and whatnot. And so that's how I'm going to go about my day. And couple of days ago, I had watched that Dr. Berg video. And so as you watch this, it could be a couple of weeks ago. And wow, what a firestorm that was. Well, he took his video down. I guess he might have gotten some comments from people that also felt the same kind of craziness watching it. So he dropped a few points in the street cred with me. He had dropped a few when he became Doctor, you need my supplement, Berg. And anyway, it's interesting. He probably was one of the seeds in my brain about the keto food plan before I even called it the keto food plan, because he had said in videos, we're talking 3 and 4 years ago, at least, maybe 5, where he said, the idea is don't even think about what you weigh, just give up the crap, the sugar, the grains, the bad seed oils. And for me, I throw in the fruits, the artificial sugar, and the diet sodas, and just be eating whole food. Shop the parameters of the grocery store, except for your oil and coffee that you have to get on the inside ones. But buy those nice, lovely whole foods. Organic, sure, it's great if you can afford it. Grass-fed, same deal if you can afford it. Do check out the Amazon Whole Foods ads because they do make it worthwhile. And here at our Whole Foods, it changes on Wednesday. So I'm taping this on a Tuesday. So when I go in Wednesday, I'll see what they have and I'll consider the meats that are on sale for next week's menu. Makes sense? Yeah. And so anyway, and so when he said, just give up those things and eat whole foods, don't even care about what you weigh, just start feeding your body those nutritionally dense items that it needs, it wants, and will thank you for. And then we'll talk about maybe reducing or changing up some of those things for the weight loss. And that's when I began listening to him. It was before all the supplement BS. It was before his, 2 or 3 2-minute videos that he has every single day just to keep him in front of your face. And oftentimes he's part of the ad structure for those of us that do YouTube channels. So that's always interesting too. But yeah, that one video threw me a little bit. And so this video of this person that was talking about the dieter's prison was another kind of out there person. And I think he began with keto and lost a bulk of his weight, but now he's kind of branched out. It's just interesting to see how the people simply must morph into something else. They can't stay kind of within. I guess I'm lucky that the little border that I have with my border patrol of tracking and weighing has kept me here and sane. So I watch others out of curiosity. There's always takeaways from even the ones that are most out there on how to do something. But staying true to yourself and finding what works for yourself, that's what you find here. I'm not saying you must buy this product and use it 3 times a day. If it's not 3, you're going to be in trouble. I don't do that. I share with you what I do every day. I plan my meals in my chronometer tracker the night before, sometimes even quite a few days before. And it's got a copy the page, and you can put it in a future day. So then your entire menu can be pasted, and that's great too. But I put it in the night before. So when I wake up, like I did today, it's done. It's there. In fact, the chicken is even cooked. And I can't build it yet because I'm totally out of my lettuce. So otherwise, I might be assembling it now. And I do the same thing with Greg's Foods, and it takes a lot of pressure off of me. I totally, totally, totally enjoy my time in the kitchen doing food prep for Greg, food prep for me, feeding my kitties. They're too mad. They are now not always grain-free. The older one is very trim, so he gets grains. But my younger 2 get grain-free kibbles and grain-free wet food, along with some dental care kibbles that do have grains in them. But it's definitely simple, and I've seen my 2 pudgy ones lose some weight, so I'm happy about that. And, I'm sure it's the insulin spikes that I was giving them all the time before, because they had kibbles all the time. And for the skinny one, it didn't matter. He's fine. He's got that nice metabolism. But my other 2 take after their mother. And funny, I didn't even give birth to them. So that's how I do it. It's very simple. So it's in the tracker. I know what I'm having. By the time I sit down to eat between 2:30 and 3:30, I am hungry. I do have coffee with butter and heavy whipping cream in it 2 times. One when I wake up, and I woke up today a little after 4 a.m. So I had that, and I will have the second one when I get home from my meeting and I begin my food prep. And, I'll just put on a podcast that I can listen to. It's not what I eat in a day, and it's not grocery hauls when I'm just listening. So it's voices, it's interviews with people that I love. And there are enough of the good stuff that I never get bored or tired. And my philosophy with this video that I bring you every day is a cup of coffee. It's a cup of coffee's worth of me just chatting. Sometimes it's, little things that I've bought that I like, that I want to share. I did mention I bought that jar of beef tallow that I will be cooking the fillets in, or reheating them. And so I use that for beef. They had a pork lard one there too for $20. but I put that off because I use the bacon grease. And then I still use some coconut oil, avocado oil, macadamia nut oil, and extra virgin olive oil. And so it's a happy little basket filled with my oils. And then, of course, the ghee that I love, the Organic Valley ghee, in my second cup of coffee. And in my first cup of coffee is Kerrygold. And I do like my coffee with a sweetener in it. I use the two alternatives. One is Xyla, Xyla, that I get from Amazon, and it's from a wood source. And then the other one is Pure, Pyure, I believe, and that's organic stevia and erythritol. And so those are the two that I use in my coffee. I don't have a sweet craving anymore. It's just the way that I like my coffee because I make it so strong that it cuts some of the bitterness. And I've been enjoying VitaCup. I have 1 cup of that every morning, and it's infused with B vitamins. And then my second cup is I got that pour over filter, and I use some organic coffees that I buy at the store. I like the Allegro from Whole Foods that's on sale frequently, and you can get 10% off of that on top of the on sale, so that's a deal. And also other organics that I've had in the past. They also carry bulletproof coffee at Whole Foods, and when it goes on sale, it's totally worth it. Instead of $18 through Dave, it will be like $12, and to me, that's worth it. I have 2 cups a day. One is the VitaCup, and the other one is the pour over. And so my life is just simple. My waters are San Pellegrino, Mountain Valley, Topo Chico that I got at Whole Foods that I love, and what's the other one? Oh, the Gerstaller water. It's in the glass see-through bottle. Those are my 4 favorite mineral waters. I like the bubbly. So I have a couple of those every day. And my salts are Celtic salt crystals on my tongue, followed by the water. Redmond ancient salt I put on my dinner. And pink Himalayan goes in my water and into my coffee. And so I have a happy little family of salts, as well as waters, as well as oils, as well as coffees. And so I just keep it simple. I love my foods. I love my OMAD. It's kind of a nice little lifestyle that I just tell you about every day. I don't get crazy in my thinking that there's another better way. I enjoy other people's videos about it, such as the long-term fasting and the carnivore. I love to listen to them. They inspire me, but I'm not doing what they're doing at this time. So this has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto. I always say under 20 total carbs, but as you can see, I'm 3.8 today. And so if you need that one-on-one help, I offer keto coaching packages of phone calls with emails or just emails, 30 days worth of emails where I view your foods on the chronometer. And your chronometer, you put in your foods, I view them, I suggest, I offer shaving advice. We get into the personal stuff because if you're a food addict like me, it's never just about the food. Come on, get real. It's true. And so I offer those packages, and that's why after 30 days, maybe 60, maybe 90, maybe 120, you will find that it gets better. It gets better for you, and you get more understanding of yourself, maybe your addiction, maybe your hesitancy to succeed, which is a / self-sabotage. You never know what's going to come up when you have a second pair of eyes day after day after day. And there's a lot of emotions. But we knew this. It's just whether you're ready to take a little dive and check it out. So thank you very much. KetoCoachingSarah.com. I will see you the next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye for now.